play the Game of Thrones, you win. You die.
¡Sobes! ¡Johannes Vega! ¡Sobes!
King Viserys of House Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, and the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm.
The realm will soon tear itself apart. If men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir.
You will regret this.
Dracarys!
The Riverlands recognize the authority of the named heir Queen Rhaenyra and your own.
Yes, yes, yes. We're finally here. We are 48 hours late, but we're here.
I expect some serious rants. You had plenty of time to prepare.
All right. I got a couple.
Turn your mic up.
Breezy for 2 says, I'm sorry. Breezy for 199 says, about damn time. And he's right. We are late.
He says,
my fault,
bastard.
It's my fault.
Yeah, for the record, I was ready to go.
He was absolutely ready. So here's what happened. Sunday. Hey, let me get a sip of water here.
Look at Donna, always in the chat.
So what's up, Donna? So Sunday, I'm sitting there. Oh,
thank you, Breezy. Appreciate that.
8:30, and I'm like, okay, let's watch this. Let's, because I need to be able to tell Lee that I did watch it on my giant 65-inch television
instead of his little phone.
Yeah. Didn't really
Show some
do anything
respect.
different for me.
I mean, come on.
Didn't really do anything different for me. Still a very bland, boring episode. That one thing happened in the entire episode, and it just wasn't enough. But we'll get to that, because here's the story of it all. So I finished the episode. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Finish the episode. Let's go to bed. So I lay down and I go, hey, it'd be real fun. Let's go play video games for 7 hours. So I did. I went and played an RTS that I haven't played in about 7 years, from about 10 p.m.
For those that don't know, what's an RTS?
An RTS is a real-time strategy game. It's sort of like Age of Empires, Command and Conquer. The best one ever made is Supreme Commander. And they actually have a spiritual successor coming out in a couple, hopefully Q1 of next year, called Shattered Sun, that I am super excited about. But that's a different stream. So I, about 6:45, I said, maybe this was a bad idea. And said, you know what would be really smart? Let's take a 30-minute nap.
Oh, then you woke up all like, what year is it?
Yeah. Took a shower, got dressed, went to work, and sat there and went,
why do you do that to yourself?
Because I'm 31 and I'm still an idiot.
Yes.
I mean, we can't all be young deities like yourself.
I tried to mentor thee.
But you did. You just told me how bad all the food I was eating was.
That is
Right?
true.
Told me that the sweet tea that I'm currently drinking is bad for me
Oh
too.
my gosh! Just inject
As
sugar
if
into your arteries.
As if I didn't already know. Like, oh, I'm very well aware of how bad this is.
And you're
But
doing it
it's
anyway.
so good. You know what, Lee? Fix your brother, then you can fix me.
What's wrong with my brother?
McDonald's, Buc-ee's, Culver's. A year ago, he had Little Caesars delivered to him while we were playing Sea of Thieves. So
Little Caesars.
Yeah. So
it's like eating plasterboard.
You fix Jay, and then we can work on myself.
He don't listen to me.
What's up, Sean?
Use him as the example.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Got it.
Yep.
Perfect.
What's up, Sean? Greetings from Western Montana. Well, I hope it's cooler up there than it is down here.
It's Montana, better be.
Well, I mean, the other week it was like 105 up there.
Does it get that hot?
Yeah, they had that little bit of that bloom. Let's see, Montana. It is. Oh, hey, it would be $359 to fly to Bozeman right now. I mean, he's gonna beat me.
When I got in the car, I had no idea it got that hot in Montana.
Damn. It's currently 92 degrees in somewhere in Montana.
But how's the humidity? Probably non-existent.
21%.
Yeah.
It's right now. It might not be too bad here. Let's see. It is
in southwestern Virginia.
It's only 51% humidity right now in Columbia.
Southwestern. Is that like Roanoke?
It's Blacksburg, right? No. Roanoke is northeastern or southeastern. Because Roanoke is where the first Jamestown colony landed.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not good at geography.
You don't need to know everything.
I don't. First one to admit it.
So I'll never admit it. Good episode, bad episode? What do you think? Now, logic. Part of logical reasoning is looking at the past and using that to kind of estimate or guess where we are today. You know, they do it for polls and politics. They do it for weather, all that stuff. So logic, if you've watched us the last 4 weeks, would let you know that I loved the episode, right? Isn't it because that's how it's worked the last couple of episodes. This was complete garbage.
I had so many.
What the hell was this?
I'm trying I was trying so hard to defend it with you. This whole season. Yeah. But this episode, although there was good parts to it, like from an action or cinematic standpoint, but I can't figure out this story anymore. Like they are out of time.
They have given up on this story.
They're out of time.
Honestly, I'm almost at the point where I think the show is ending with the death of Rhaenyra. That's about where I'm at. Maybe the death of Aegon. I don't think we get to see the Hour of the Wolf.
I'm having my doubts.
We've got 10 episodes left. This episode. Yeah, this is episode 6. We've got 10 episodes left. You got 2 main characters that still have to die.
Right now, I feel like Daemon Targaryen.
Yeah, you got 3 treasons there. Sorry, you have 4 main characters that are supposed to die, maybe 3. You have 3 treasons that are still supposed to happen. Where's the time?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this episode, Daemon's so frustrated. He's over all this nonsense. Let's just get to the action. That's how I feel. I'm Daemon Targaryen right now.
They clearly, Sarah Hess and Ryan Condal do not know what they're doing. They clearly don't.
So I was disappointed. This episode did again the cinematic stuff, good as always. But the story is lacking. The story is not Game of Thrones to me right now in this episode.
No. Well, and this is the thing that's so annoying is, I've said here before, this didn't need to be Game of Thrones. This was HBO's shot at doing an action show for that universe.
Yeah.
This was their shot at that. And like this is the one story, except maybe Robert's Rebellion, but this is the one story we've got in Westeros that didn't need the setups and everything.
Right.
That you could have taken the normal Game of Thrones fan that's been a fan since season one, enjoyed the slow episodes, loved that one big scene or one big battle in every single season, and the new people with the smooth brains, the TikTok attention to detail that wanted boom, 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 boom in every single scene, and everyone would have enjoyed it.
Did anything like wow you or whoa you? Like, oh man, I didn't see that coming or anything like that. There was nothing. We start off bad. I'm sorry, that battle with Kristen Cole.
Yeah,
he has become a useless character. I am glad he's gone.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Did you care when Kristen Cole died?
No.
Yeah. So
I wasn't. You know, he had the like
king
arrow and everything, and I was like, okay.
Hand of the King, Kingmaker, Lord Commander of the Kingsguard.
Yeah.
The third most powerful person in the entire world at that moment. Didn't give a shit.
He just, I mean, the past few episodes, he's like, I'm going to die. This will be the end.
Yeah. I mean, he's telling us this entire time.
We get it. And then I was in that scene, I guess the only thing that was kind of like, ooh, was what is her name? Allison Black.
Yeah. So here's the problem.
Blackwood.
How do you know who she is?
I don't.
Yeah.
We saw a clip of her last episode. If
but
you haven't read the book,
how do you know what her name is?
We don't.
No, but you just said her name.
Well, because she's in the books, right? And you said it. Yeah.
But
so
that's how if you hadn't read the books, that's how you know what her name is.
Yeah.
There's not been a single moment that they have kind of told you who this chick is. Right. Now, she's not even who's supposed to kill him. Robin Rivers kills him. Same way, uses a couple of his friends. They use crossbow bolts, but they kill him. And they do it like that to deny him the songs. Because he has built up this idea that he is the greatest warrior, that they're going to sing about him. They do end up obviously singing about him because he's the kingmaker. But Robin Rivers says, I am, kills him like that and basically says to deny you the songs that you are looking for, or something like that. And it's not something that they did this. They gave Alice Rivers this thing, or Black Alley. They gave Black Alley this to give her agency, but it's so undeserved. Like, there's no reason for us to care about her at all.
Right.
That we're just like, why? Oh, cool. The random chick with the weird eye thing, shot him. Okay. And then we just move on.
They showed her in like last episode real quick at like a gathering. I forget what they were doing.
It was like a Kingsmoot or something like that.
Yeah.
But also, let's talk about the names of these episodes. So the last episode was called Unbent Unbroken, which is the motto of House Martell right here.
Right.
Okay, because they were unbeaten by Aegon Targaryen. They're the only major house to remain independent. Why? Why was it called that? I'm sorry, were we in Dorne? Were we hanging out with House Martell? No.
I got nothing on that.
Then this one is called The Faceless Men.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you, I don't know if you remember, but The Faceless Men, that's Jack and Hagar. Jack and Hagar was one of the members. Yeah. What part of the Temple of Black and White, Bravos, Vagar Morghulis or Vahar Doharis, or Jack and Hagar, does this episode have anything to do with?
Nothing. Didn't see anything unless somebody didn't reveal themselves yet.
Maybe, but
why wouldn't they do it?
That's what it is. Why would you name it? Why would you literally name the episode Faceless Men?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer anymore. I thought the battle was weak. Like they walk out and they're like, "Oh, we noticed something," and they're walking around all these expired people.
Yeah,
and half of them are just laying there perfectly still. That Kristen's entire army couldn't figure it out. They fooled everybody.
Yeah, his tiny force. He's supposed to have like 2,000 men with him. And he's got, because I think he had about 3,800 when they went to Harrenhal. He lost about a third, and then they lose like 500 or 600 on the march to Tumbleton. And yeah, so he should have about 1,800 to 2,000 men with him. Now it is, everyone dies. Like every single one of Kristen Cole's soldiers dies. That's why it's called a Butcher's Ball. But this was so bad. Like it did not feel like HBO. Remember, we're not sitting here talking about a show that premiered on FX or MGM Plus.
Right.
Like this is HBO. This should almost every scene should blow your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this just kind of felt like a middling Hollywood production.
I thought it was silly.
Yeah.
Just like nobody's gonna fall for that. You're gonna lay there,
that's it.
Flies all over you and maggots and all that stuff, and you're gonna lay there perfectly still and fake that you're deceased.
And then I swear they did this on purpose. But did this give you like Battle of the Bastards vibes, where the camera is like looking down at John, and you see the Karstarks and all of them?
I see where you're going, but no, I would not even let that thought enter my mind. That would be a disservice.
Sacrilege.
Great episode. Yeah.
It would not surprise me if they filmed this like this so that someone would go, "Oh, dude, it's kind of like Battle of the Bastards."
Yeah, they're trying to catch lightning in a bottle, and this did not work.
No, they Key and Peele. They are not.
And I didn't like I really didn't like that he pulled out this little handkerchief with the Allison's. I thought that was she's not thinking anything about him. She could care less.
Well, and the other thing, like, we got what 3 episodes in the second season where he's like fiddling with her and stuff like that.
Yeah, he just had an affair, a fling.
Yeah. I mean, there is nothing short of that's the last time we saw them together, where he asks for her favor.
But this act is like, this is a love story getting ready to close.
Yeah.
We're closing the chapter on this beautiful love story that has occurred. And it was, it didn't hold.
There was no love story. Yeah. Had Butcher's Ball, like, had he died like this at Rook's Rest, sure, maybe I could see that. He's been gone for a month. Okay. But he's been gone for, I think it's like 7 months. He hasn't received a raven. He hasn't received a letter. She hasn't received a letter. There's been nothing to tell us that this relationship is ongoing.
And since he found out, if he was that obsessed with her and loved her that much, once he found out that Rhaenyra took King's Landing, wouldn't he want to go back?
Yeah. And again, don't forget. So I saw some people talking about how, he's not in charge or anything like that. That's bullshit. He is the he's the hand of the king. He's the
Right.
commander in chief of the military. He could tell them to go wherever the fuck he wants.
Right.
He wants them to go back to King's Landing and sack King's Landing. He can do it.
Yeah.
So,
and you think Gawain would have cared? He would have welcomed the idea.
Yeah, to go back to his sister. He loves his sister in a healthy way. You know, you've got to be very clear about that with Game of Thrones. It's a healthy relationship. Yeah, shit. I wish I had more to talk about on this, but I got nothing. I mean, this is 8 minutes.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's 8 minutes, and we get just.
And then you get the shot of Cole just laying there, and the handkerchief is like perfectly positioned and kind of flapping in the wind. I'm like, oh my gosh, come on.
Yeah.
Like it just, there was no weight to it. He didn't even act like he loved her that much. He was sworn to her because when they finally connected, he was about to. How do I say this without? I don't want to say a YouTube word. He was about to take care of himself in a dark way, right?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
And Alicent ran, and she stopped him from committing that.
Yeah,
act
because she saw a moment that could help elevate her, take Rhaenyra's sworn sword away from her,
and because she had a secret about him, he said, okay, well then I'm going to be your sworn sword forever. And, and that's the connection. So because of that, he's like, I got her handkerchief. And it's just, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
So the thing that, I guess I'm kind of echoing myself here, but I did like Tully's, I promised my men or something that I would make a sept out of bones, and I don't have nearly enough bones yet. Yeah, I thought that was pretty hardcore.
No, I
approved.
There was some cool shots. Black Alley, the arrow shot.
Yeah, but to remove,
dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, to remove, I'll have no songs about how brave you died, Kingmaker. There's tens of thousands dead on your account. To remove that, something, and again, this is just another example of Ryan Condal and Sarah Hess sitting in a room going, how can we piss off the people that like the books? It would have taken, you literally have Tully and the old guy, Robin something. You literally have them like right next to each other. You could give him the line and let him say it. And you'd have me sitting here going, dude, so this line, this is in the book, and this is so cool. They included this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. Thank you. Yeah, Roderick Dustin. It's not hard. It feels at this point, and back even at the beginning of this season, it feels intentional. It feels like they are intentionally depriving the book readers of things they are looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, and see, I've been wanting to try to defend them. Like, okay, you've got some liberty. You don't have to stay parallel to the book, but now I just don't know what they're doing. Now, like this episode really threw me because it seems like they're stalling, and I don't, for the life of me, understand why.
Exactly. Why would you stall? You don't have the time to stall.
Right.
You've got 10 episodes left.
So we move on from here to
a small council meeting, which again, is
you skipped a quick little
blip. I did. Thank you. To Alicent being
and
found.
Helena get caught in the little secret passage, which then you find out is all a setup that we'll get to at the end of the episode, where Rhaenyra needs Alicent to do something for her. All that was, well, now I've got you. I have to confine you more unless you do this thing for me, which we'll get to later.
Wait,
but I was like, why did they need to do that?
You think this was planned?
No, I don't think it was planned. I'm thinking the story writers, right?
Yeah.
Your Ryan Condal, whatever, said, well, we got to have a setup for Rhaenyra to send Allison
yeah.
to Harrenhal. So I don't know. Let's do this, and it's like what?
Okay.
I don't get like this. It wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
It felt like it didn't have any kind of purpose. Like there was some excitement the last episode when Helena found this secret passage, and we're like, oh my gosh, only for them to just walk in it 2 seconds, drop their lantern, and then sit down. Anticlimactic. And then they get caught. Okay, well then since you get caught, now I need you to do something for me, or you're gonna, really hate living here. So it's just lazy writing, I guess. I don't know.
Now we get a Black Council.
Yes.
And we get to
there's your girl
talk again. But the best part of this was once again Daemon Targaryen, Matt Smith. The best part of both this season and last season has been Daemon Targaryen. Like even the annoying little dream shit he was going through in Harrenhal was great. This, I honestly just give me a camera. Let me just follow Daemon around. All right, he's going to make a much more interesting show.
I think
than listening to Rhaenyra and Allison talk to each other.
And I think he speaks for the majority of the viewers. His character speaks for all of us right now, or he's just frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
There's no action. Send me. I'll take care of everything. If nobody's going to step up and do it, I'll do it. I don't even want to be here. I don't want to sit in this council. There's more important things to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want my satisfaction. And then...
yeah, because remember, so
he brings it down.
Daemon's angry right now because all of his gold cloaks are dying.
Yeah,
they are, because someone who's being paid by Ormond is going around killing his gold cloaks. And these are people that we get another awesome moment from Daemon later.
Yeah, he ate.
Schick for 499 says, "Hope you're over the explosive diarrhea, Kings."
He ate some of that parasitic salad.
I'll tell you what, that's actually better than what I read when I laughed, because I read, "Hope you get that explosive diarrhea, Kings." I was like, "Damn, dude." Schick, I appreciate the 5. Thank you very much, man.
The 499.
So we get, and Breezy might be completely right about this, that the reason this episode is called The Faceless Men is because that's who these Ormond paid people are. That they're supposed to be not faceless men as in faceless men of Bravos, but that they are the faceless people. They're the enemy that you cannot see.
What we've been shown as viewers is one guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me one guy has taken out all of the gold cloaks?
And this is what sucks. And someone will beat me to it. But that guy might have been supposed to be somebody else. And I'm going to pull it up for when we get to the confrontation. Breezy or Sean, if you, I know y'all know who I'm talking about. If you could put the name in the chat so I can pull him up. I forget his name. So, but yeah, so he's freaking out here, and again, we get some nice little comedic relief from Torrin Menderly, who is another dude I'd love to just follow around. I think he's hilarious. He ends up being one of the regents. I think he's regent for like 3 years or something like that. Yeah. So it almost makes me want more of this show so that I can see more of that.
Well, I don't know if you're going to get it.
No, definitely not going to get it. This just seemed weak. Like not, it kind of seems that this is when the Baratheons, because she's basically summoned all the High Lords of the area to kind of come pay homage and increase coffers, put soldiers on the battlements, all that kind of stuff.
I thought the way it played out on screen it was impulsive. Like she didn't really think everything through. She just said, "Give me your belt," and then put their clothes on other people to send because what we didn't talk about is in the council meeting she wanted to send assassins to take
right. So it ends with "I shall send knives."
Right, and Damon was like, and then Damon said,
a little
"Good,
giddy.
I'll go. I'll get my
he was a little giddy. Yeah,
and Rhaenyra's like, "No,
not
sending you. We need somebody who is unknown or faceless, maybe." Face is not recognized. There's another reference to the title, perhaps. And then Damon was like, "All right, I'm out. Forget this." And he storms out. And they said, "Well, we got some men that can accompany Damon." He's like, "Nope, I don't think so. I'm handling this myself." And he leaves. And then what else was key is that she asks, it's his name, Alan. The hand,
Alan.
Proxy for the hand is Alan.
Yeah.
To go and get people from to go
get Valyrian soldiers
Valyrian
to add to the ranks
to help out and patrol the streets. And he's like, oh, "Okay, great. I got to go talk to my dad." And then we jump here with the Baratheons here, and she tries to challenge them to say, like, listen, I lost my son because you wouldn't protect him, whatever. I could say that was treasonous and hang you in his stead. And they're like, "Oh, well, what else can we do?"
Because Boris has said, "You know what? Instead of answering my call, I am going to head south and fight the Dornish."
Right.
Which I'm just spitballing here, I think is complete lie.
Yeah. She is right. Breezy.
Complete idiot. And go ahead.
She's totally right. I just felt her decision to take their garments, their clothes, their sigils, whatever, and put them on random people to go send as assassins. I thought that act was just very impulsive. At least that's how it played out.
Oh, there are a lot of things to talk about at the end of that. Perkin the Flea, Breezy and Sean. That's who I'm talking about. Perkin the Flea. And we'll get to that because it could have been incredible. I will say it was kind of nice to see a Baratheon again. I've missed that house. They such a huge part of Game of Thrones, and they've just been silent.
Well, I think if HBO needs to recover from this, I mean, they have a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, but those are shorts, like, half-hour episodes. They need to come out with a Game of Thrones movie. Robert's Rebellion.
Well, they're apparently
Henry Cavill.
They are apparently working on Aegon the Conqueror as a movie. I do not. I got another friend of mine, Daimyo, that says that they need to make a movie. I do not agree. I think HBO belongs. Westeros belongs in HBO. It needs to stay on the silver screen. I do not like the idea of it going to the theaters.
I mean, that's fine. They can make it a mini series or something on HBO. It doesn't have to be season after season after season. But I think people can relate to Robert's Rebellion more because they've got the Game of Thrones, how Robert took the throne, rather than just stories here and there and references to Aegon the Conqueror. Yeah,
they need to. The next thing needs to make a big splash. Because if they want Night of the Seven Kingdoms to carry them, then they don't have a lot to stand on because they've got 2 more stories left.
Yeah,
I already saw that. I messed it up. I completely forgot. What's the phrase for television? Small screen.
Small screen. Yeah, I think it's small screen.
I did really enjoy this. So
I got a problem.
Hugh and Ulf.
You liked it, but I got a problem.
Well, look, dude, there was going to be one. Okay. There was no way we were going to completely agree.
First off, what the heck is going on with Hugh's hair?
Well, he's kind of a mangy dog. He doesn't really, he's sorry, Hugh. Sorry, I thought you were saying Ulf.
It is like more blonde than ever. I mean, it is like it is yellow.
Huh.
He has not looked like that in previous episodes. Doesn't even match his beard.
I didn't really. Well, the hair for me has never matched the beard, but I did not really notice that.
Oh my gosh! Let it play out a little bit. Cut to some other scenes. It is like maybe he's been flying around on the dragon and the sun hit it or something.
I do. Hang on. I love this. Hang on. Oh wait. Hang on. Is it?
He's got the top knot now.
So, hang on, wait for it. I think this is gonna be it.
She stopped me.
Yeah, this is it. I love this, and I love that this has kind of become a meme.
Going to the tavern, Hugh. Not one ale with the lads.
Like I can kind of understand. Part of the reason that I became an attorney was I wanted to, the paycheck, the lifestyle, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Don't really have it, but we're working on it. But I can kind of empathize and understand the idea that, this guy has thought, holy crap, I'm now like almost a god. Like so much stuff's going to get given to me and nothing. He's got a room in King's Landing and he can't go drink with his friends. So I get it. But again, this is not a reason to do what he does later.
None of this is.
Which is why they keep having Damon be a complete asshole to him.
Yeah.
But then we're going to put a little bit of pause in here. Where do you think my rant is going to come from? Like, what do you think the big King's Advisors rant's going to be?
I would think it may be the same place that mine will be. The biggest problem I have is this little quarrel with Hugh the Hammer and his wife.
Yep. We'll talk about that. We will definitely talk about that. Okay.
I had a big problem with that.
Oh, a whole lot. So, Hugh has arrived. He's taking over for Ulf in their watching of Tumbleton.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of complaining about his lot in life. But which is still annoying because his lot in life is so much better than it was.
Very true. 100%.
It'd be like, let's say 3 years ago I was making $50,000 and now I'm making $100,000. I'm not, but let's say I am. And I'm sitting here complaining about why, by what right do I have to complain about that?
Right.
I've doubled my income. I should be happy.
When is enough, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's a great example of that very thing. When is enough?
Yeah. And still, this does not carry weight for someone to go, you know what? I'm going to betray everybody because I want an ale with my lads. Come on.
So now we get another.
This is weak. This is weak writing.
Now we get more of Rhaenyra talking to Alicent. I mean, I said something on Twitter the other day that I really giggled at, and I need to see if I can find it.
And apparently we'll get it. Yeah, while he's pulling that up, just one more thing on the Hugh Ulf scene. Apparently, Ulf may have planted a seed in Hugh that, things aren't really going the way I was hoping for either. Because I asked for a house and I asked to bring my family in, and that's not happening. So I could see where they're going with this. What I didn't expect is for the wife to act like a...
Say it! Say it! Say it! You want me to say it for you?
I'm not going to say it.
A bitch!
I'm not.
Which honestly is a nice way of saying what she was really being.
I mean, give the guy a break. He just did so much for her and his family.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't even take a moment to think it through. Oh my gosh. Wiley Dave. Are you on Kick, bro? You're on Kick?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wiley Dave over on Kick. I always like to give him a shout out, dropping the emotes.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Terrifying as hell, but a cool dude. So Westerosis, which is one of those fan accounts, tweeted out the new trailer for next week. And I said, it's all a tease. We'll get 10 minutes of fighting, followed by 40 minutes for Rhaenyra and Alicent crying. Yeah. And that's what we have here. We got another 5-7 minutes of Rhaenyra and Alicent talking to each other.
This is
someone
repetitive.
correct me if I'm wrong. Exactly. Yes. Oh my God. Can you?
I gave him a pass the first couple times, but it's like, why are you doing this again and again? You put this in motion. You have it in place. What are you doing with this story anymore? Why did you feel like you need her to try to sneak out, get captured, and now Rhaenyra is going to send her to Harrenhal? Like, what?
Yeah. Can you imagine what filming this must have been like? You've got a bunch of people sitting around going, okay, Rhaenyra Alicent shot 987.
Yeah.
I mean, the vast majority, and I swear, it feels like that Ryan and them are trying to break some record for the amount of time that a single character or a female character is on screen on a Westeros TV show or something like that. Like I feel like Rhaenyra's probably been on screen more right now than Dany was the entirety of Game of Thrones.
And where is Rhaenyra?
Right there.
No, where is Rhaenyra? The one we're after, right? Why isn't she coming in?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, where's the emotion? Where's the power? I don't need her crying. I want her like, oh, I don't know. I don't get where this is going. So she walks in and she's like, basically says, have I not shown you any mercy? Why would you try to sneak out when I've been good to you? I mean, give me a break. You're holding him captive, first of all.
Good night, shit. You gonna be playing later tonight, Lee?
No, not tonight. No, okay. No. I got a big thing planned tomorrow. Big stream at the Gentleman's Lounge tomorrow. We're back in the workshop tomorrow.
All right. So real quick, Rhaenyra Targaryen, 4.2 hours across the first two seasons. Daenerys Targaryen, 8.7 hours across 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. Now, sure, this show is about Rhaenyra Targaryen and Alicent and Daemon and all that, but wow, that's a lot of screen time across.
Well, you also had 4 houses of storytelling in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Still surprises me. So you were describing this scene pretty well, because honestly, there's only about half this episode that I even really cared enough to log it in my head.
Yeah, so she comes in and she's basically saying, why would you try to flee? Why would you try to escape? Haven't I been, and he just checked out. Haven't I been good to you and whatever? And then she just basically throws it back in her face and said, you would have done the same thing. And then she says, that Helena, I think this is when she tells her that Helena is pregnant.
Yeah, she just straight up says, Helena is pregnant.
Yeah, she's with child, I guess is how they would say it. And knowing you would off the kid if it were a boy. And then Rhaenyra again is just like seriously, have I not shown you mercy and grace? Like, you still think so little of me?
I'm bleeding. You sure?
Yes. Fuck.
It worked perfectly.
It's a great scene. That one was
Well, it's
it
interesting.
was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, we get, I mean, this is just the continuation of another conversation that they've been having the same conversation.
Yeah.
For 6 episodes now. 8 episodes, actually, if you count the 2 times they conversed in season 2.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. And the Sept.
Yeah. So the whole thing's just, and I mean, it just goes to show when Ryan Condal said that they're just really interested in telling Rhaenyra and Alicent's story.
So she's basically begging Rhaenyra to not put any punishment or additional confinement on Helena.
Mm-hmm.
Helena's fragile. She's got to get out. So keeping them in the Red Keep in a big bedroom, they're going crazy. Helena especially. She's what do they call them? Dreamers, right?
Yeah, she's a dreamer.
She's a dreamer, but Rhaenyra doesn't know this yet, but she gets told later on. So Helena is just going bonkers. And I still really like Helena. I like
great.
scenes with Helena. I love all her foreshadowing and all that stuff.
She's so much dumber in this than she is in the book, though. Like, it's so, I mean, dude, she's like great value, Helena.
Yeah.
Helena in the book is so much more like you remember that scene in season 2 where Aemon's kind of trying to say, hey, don't forget, you got a dragon, and I really need you to go get on that dragon and be another rider for us.
Yeah.
And there's that moment where it's like, oh shit, we're about to see it.
Yeah. We
see it the entire time. She's like right hand with Aemon, like through half of the fucking war.
Mm.
And she's just, I mean, we haven't seen Dreamfire once.
Nope.
That's her dragon, Dreamfire, right?
Yeah. And she's just like, you can't confine Helena. And Rhaenyra's looking at Alicent like, are you insane? Like, how can I let her walk around and people see her as she's pregnant? Like that. Yeah. I kind of team Rhaenyra on this scene. Right?
Oh, 100%. That makes total sense.
Alicent's
what is Alicent thinking?
Yeah. Like to even ask that is just ridiculous. But then what do we get?
We get more. Well, actually, there's 2 things we get.
There's a key scene immediately after this of Rhaenyra leaving.
Yes.
And she's having this conversation with your girl. Because your girl's afraid.
And I need you to say it like you're supposed to say it.
What did she tell you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's trying to cover her ass. Because remember, the last episode, she did not tell her queen, her person in charge, that Helena was pregnant and that Alicent was probably going to try to escape.
Well, she's fishing. She's trying to see if Alicent told her anything. Like, I told the White Worm. I'm surprised she didn't tell you. Ratted her out.
Yeah.
And she never did. So White Worm's playing it cool. And then Rhaenyra asks her directly if she had any idea that she may have been pregnant. And she looks at her and says, no.
Yeah, right there. And look how scared she is.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rhaenyra nods, says, okay.
And then the very next scene, though, is the White Worm spying on. Do you know who this is?
I don't. So I was going to ask this: do they know that the White Worm knows? And then she's just talking to the people that they're looking at. And does she tell this guard to go execute them?
No. Well, I don't know. So how I interpreted this scene was that is Rhaenyra's handmaiden. Because watch the scene one more time.
I'm bleeding. You sure?
Yes. Fuck.
Oh, I thought I caught her face in it. But that's who that is. I'm pretty sure.
She's having. I think Breezy's right. That's what I think because she says, "Let me know when it's done."
That's the girl Allison gave the necklace to distract the guards. In the last episode,
we never saw her give a necklace to anybody.
In the last episode, I'm assuming you're talking about.
Yeah, but we never saw her give the necklace.
Well,
I thought the handmaid or whatever she's called was somewhere in the room or something when White Worm walked in.
So that's what I thought too when I originally saw it. But I went looking and I did not see her. I did not see her in the room. When does Allison give the necklace?
I don't ever recall seeing her give it to somebody. She clutches it knowing that it's of value, and then she's with Helena, and Helena notices that it's gone, and she says, "Well, it will."
I remember that
or something like that.
Oh, hang on, I might have it here. Okay, there's Sir Jason Lannister, and okay, here we go. Let's do this. That's her. He's going, my lady, be quick. So she must have given her the necklace earlier. So yeah, that is this chick right here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
They're making it very difficult.
That is one of the reasons why we have a chat.
Now, what's the guy? What's his role in this?
These two people?
Because she said she calls him out
or this guy.
The White Worm
this
says
guy?
No. He's going to
These two.
care of
Yeah, he's gonna go kill her. They are there so that she's got a reason to be there so that she can see her with him right there. That's the only reason these two characters are here.
But she refers to both of them like that a thief and she says no, she says that one, a thief and a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's just referring to her being both a thief and a liar, probably because she's got the necklace.
Debbie became a member, and I'm pretty sure she's already been a member, but I can't see how long. So welcome back to the kingdom, Debbie.
Dude, I am so bad with names. I was like, Debios.
She's a girl from a land down under.
I'm going, oh my gosh.
She's a girl from a land down under. She likes Vegemite sandwiches. Yeah.
Excellent.
Which I haven't heard that song in a while. There was a period that I was like every week I was hearing that song on the way home from work. And I haven't heard it in a while. Maybe it's because Debbie doesn't come in my chat anymore. It's very sad.
Well, she's a member now, so
now she's got a reason to be here.
Debbie Oss 2618.
2618 is the number of years she's lived. She's a very young deity. So now we go. Now we go to the kind of breaking point for Damon, I think.
He's at an all-time low. He's frustrated with the council. He's frustrated with Rhaenyra. He can't stand your girl, the White Worm.
I don't know why you call her my girl.
All around. And now here's the only group of guys, group of friends he's got left, and they are getting ready to say, listen, we can't do this anymore, man. What do you expect us to do?
He's asking.
I was going to say, no matter what he could say, they're just like, nah, sorry. And he tries. He's like,
he does. Well. And he's got a good moment there where it's just like, oh, we're going to get a Damon speech.
I thought he might take somebody out, but he did.
Like, kill one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see him tame his blade as much as he did.
At least the guy talking. Nobody else said a word, but
well, I was kind of surprised. I will say they have done a very good job with the gold cloaks. These ones are so much better than the stupid like Middle Eastern people they got in Game of Thrones with like the weird veil thing that they wear. That's so dumb. I don't even remember if that's how they're described in the book, but this is much better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very sad moment for Damon. I mean, he's just at an all-time low. I don't think he knows what he's going to do next.
Mm-hmm. And this is the room where they all died in, where they where his friend, because I think it's fair to say that Sir Luthor was probably his friend.
Oh, I agree. He didn't have many.
Nope, not many.
Didn't have many.
Or at least someone he respected. That's really all I got to say about that.
So the next scene is one I really liked.
Yes.
This was
honestly
this was a good moment in the show.
Basically, every single time this guy's on camera. Is it surprising that the best scenes are the ones where Rhaenyra and Alicent just aren't in them?
Yeah. Well, when Rhaenyra and Alicent are together, I do like certain things with Rhaenyra.
Right, but almost every single time that Rhaenyra's in a scene that you like, it's because Damon's in the scene.
Yeah.
So Rhaenyra and Alicent by themselves and together do not carry this show even a little bit.
I agree with that.
I honestly, Millie Alcock, I think, did a much better job of being alone Rhaenyra than Emma Darcy does. Emma Darcy does a very good job of playing Rhaenyra in a group. But I don't know if it's Ryan's fault. I don't know if it's her fault. Maybe it's Sarah Hess's fault. But someone does not understand who Rhaenyra Targaryen is.
Yeah.
And the only time we get a glimpse of what George wrote is when we see her like in a group.
I think she's great too, Breezy. I do, but I think she gets downplayed because of the writing and the scenes.
She gets forced. It's very much like, look, Ewan McGregor is a very good actor. What's his face? Christopher Lee is an incredible actor, but Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Tyrannus are not those actors' best characters.
Darth Tyrannus? You mean Count Dooku?
Thank you. I couldn't remember Count Dooku. Isn't it shocking that I remember Darth Tyrannus, and couldn't remember Count Dooku?
Dude.
By the way, I might be wrong about what's his face, Ewan McGregor. I can't remember his entire casting role. Obi-Wan might be his best character, but the point I'm making is that fantastic movie, great actors, but the dialogue really hampered those characters, and we're seeing that a lot in this show, especially this season.
Yeah, the chemistry between her and Matt Smith, Daemon Targaryen, is phenomenal. Really good. When them two are together, the scenes are excellent. They know how to take that writing and bring it up to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Alicent and her are just I maybe it's because it's saturated with Alicent and Rhaenyra, and we've just got too much of it that it's like it's gotten a bit stale.
And I mean, you might be right, but it's just, I mean, Mark's wrong. Hang on. Let me stop everything real quick. Love the prequels. Mark has never said something more wrong than this.
Were you always a lover of the prequels?
Loved them.
Phantom Menace comes out, and you're like, "Wow, this is one of the greatest."
I have seen Phantom Menace in theaters 3 times.
Attack of the Clones comes out, and you're like, "Man, this is one of the greatest Star Wars movies of all time."
Well, to be fair, at the time it was the 5th Star Wars movie, so the phrase "one of the greatest" is theoretically possible to say, but you cannot tell me. Attack of the Clones is one of the greatest Star Wars movies ever made. There's 9 Star Wars movies. Well, 9, 10, 11, so 12. 13. How many are we at now? The scene in Attack of the Clones when they're on Geonosis and they're in that stadium and all the Jedi show up,
get partially ripped off,
and all the Jedi show up, is one of the coolest scenes George Lucas has ever put to screen. So, I mean, we can debate that at a later date. We're here to talk about how what.
Yeah, we'll have to do another show on that.
Oh, we sure can. I think this works. We got the old guy here. We got the old young guy here. Lee will outlive me because he's
probably
1,000 years
trying
old.
to do all the healthy stuff, and I'll drop in a few more years.
Let's definitely not say that.
All right, back to.
All right, were we talking about something real quick? Wiley said we had a wicked raid over on Kick. Hello, everyone over on Kick. I hope y'all are having fun. We're just sitting here kind of talking about and kind of okay TV show. No.
It's got peaks and valleys.
It's got very tiny peaks and very wide valleys.
This scene here, yes, Corlys Valerian is great, but this is not one of his finer moments. He gets checked. And I love
yes. So this was not a pro Corlys scene. This was we need to elevate Alan because something.
But it's good to see him come down a few notches because he was just had all these expectations, like I have put everything on the line for you, and thinking that he's just this great person. And his son called him out.
Big time. And I any chance you wrote down the line, because Alan says something and it is fantastic.
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
I want to see if I can find it.
If you want me to quote it, and he says, "And how many years did it take you to do the same?"
Yes, because he's sitting here kind of saying
we need to lead into that. So Corlys was basically challenging him, saying, "How can you sit there and do her bidding when she won't grant you legitimacy? It won't give you an honorable name, and still looks at you like a bastard." And he basically turns to his father and said, "How many years did it take you to acknowledge me, right, as your son, and want to give me the name?" So Corlys has to eat
Big Crow
piece of humble pie. Yeah. So I thought that was great. I think Corlys realizes it too.
I agree. I think Corlys, and that's what I think that's one of the reasons why you see what he does at the end, which we'll talk about as well, because super fucking dumb.
Yeah. So he gives him some information. He's like, "Well, I've heard some things while I'm taking out all these pirates, and hanging them."
Which was kind of cool. Do you remember the 10th episode of Game of Thrones where we see Tywin skinning the deer?
That was not the 10th episode.
I am almost positive it's the beginning of the 10th episode.
No way. I think it's more like the 3rd or 4th.
It's no, I can tell you right now, it's not the 3rd or 4th episode of Game of Thrones. It's just after what's his name has been beheaded.
Ned Stark?
Yeah.
No.
The first time you see
no.
It's the first time you see Tywin.
No. In episode 10, the season finale is the first time we see Tywin Lannister? No, because Ned Stark summons him.
Yeah, he summons him. But
and then it's cut to so then Jaime Lannister goes out to him. And then they have that battle, and then Tyrion has brought those wild things. They're not wildlings, but what were they?
It might be the same episode. I think it's season 1, episode 9. Hang on, I'm looking it up right now.
Can't be.
I'll tell you what, HBO needs to kind of figure out a better way of doing their little stupid channel shit.
I'm gonna look it up too because it can't be. Episode 9, he was in
episode 9. The very end ends with him being beheaded.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think it's the very beginning of episode 9. We see Tywin, and then at the end they behead Ned.
I'm going to say no, it's not.
Baelor. There's Ned Stark in the Black Cells. Shit, it might be because here they are in talking and chatting. Maybe it is episode 8. I'm really kind of pissed off about this now. But you remember how the first time we see Tywin is he's doing that manual labor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of reminded me of that. We see Corlys Velaryon, and he is there by himself doing all of this stuff, hanging these people, pulling these people off of the carts, all this stuff. So that's what it reminded me of.
All that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, had I been right immediately, it would have been a lot better. But I wasn't. So, hey, it happens every now and then. I am wrong.
I'm just saying a lot. Yeah, I now I want to know what episode it was.
I'm scrolling through the little things on the bottom of the screen to find it. I'm doing this the wrong way. IMDb. Charles Dance. First episode was season 1, episode 7. You win or you die.
7.
Yep.
See?
Yeah.
Told you.
Shut up.
I told you it wasn't 10 or 9 or 8.
So now we have Aegon and
Sean's impatient. I'm sorry. Don't get bogged down on what you.
Thank you. It was a valid point. I agree. Yeah, I'm quite intelligent. So now we get Aegon Lannister, Tywin's great grandfather.
Okay, Breezy, you don't gotta call me out. I just knew it wasn't episode 10.
I definitely knew it wasn't 3 or 4. I knew that was flat out wrong.
Sean was right all along.
So now we've got Clubfoot, Tyland, and Aegon sitting here, kind of deciding what they're going to do. Did you catch the trick here?
The trick?
Yep. So Clubfoot and Lannister are sitting here arguing over what to do. Like
over how
Clubfoot,
deep
yeah. Well, no, not the whole thing. But Clubfoot wants to go to Essos, and Tyland wants to go to to the Westerlands, to Casterly Rock, and basically create a government there, rule from there, and kind of strike out from a place of strength, which isn't a bad idea. It's a solid idea, assuming you trust the Lannisters to stick to their side.
Right. I think it was. I think if you're talking about his question to Lannister,
yeah.
I don't know if it was necessarily a trick, but it was just a way to see: are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me the truth? Or are you going to be a yes man?
So that's what it was. Is it Jason? I thought it was Tyland. Potato. They're the same thing. They're identical twins. They're literally the exact same thing. So that's what he does. Aegon asks him the same question he asked Clubfoot. And
that's what I
Clubfoot,
got
I
out of
have
it,
been
yeah.
completely honest. I think you're a terrible human being. I think
Right.
you're just terrible. And Jason just kind of fumbles over his answer and ends up just kind of, sucking his broiled sausage.
Yep. He started blabbering and was just like, yes.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like the first time I was in front of a judge.
Aegon knew.
Really?
Like, okay, you're a yes man. And there's probably some sort of self-gain that you're trying to pull off as well, wanting me to go to Casterly Rock or Lannisport or wherever he said.
Mm-hmm. But again, so we're back in the woods, probably close to our little cart thing we've been going to. How did these three people carry a dead body out of Rook's Rest?
It's a fair question. One I don't have an answer.
And again,
that hole is hardly deep.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, they talk about how wolves or something are going to get to that. Dude, squirrels are going to get to that.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
And none of these guys are known for physical labor. Lannister didn't do
Oh,
this
yeah.
kind of
Lannister hasn't lifted a spoon since he was born.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, Mark, but Aegon can't do it. There's no way he'd do it. And Clubfoot, you think that guy probably can't even get the shovel all the way into the ground.
Right. But they could have had the hole a little deeper, but whatever.
Clearly someone in props was just not willing to dig further.
And then we go to the next scene.
Yeah, because Aegon Targaryen, probably the second or third most important person in the story right now, we get 2.5 minutes. They're going to Essos, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much
it. If you're not really sure, because there's a lot of people that just kind of don't understand the world of Ice and Fire. They don't really get when you're talking about these people are here and these people are here, where they are. So they are somewhere around Rook's Rest. Okay. Here's where Rhaenyra's army is. Here is actually Rhaenyra's army is over here. This is where Tumbleton is. This is where Ormond's army is. And then Aemon and Vhagar are somewhere over here. Well, Aemon's at Harrenhal. Vhagar is somewhere around Harrenhal.
And they're going to try to go to Essos, which is...
Yeah, they're going to... Yeah, so Essos is...
Oh, it's south.
Yeah, so Essos is the area. So they probably... Because this is Essos. This is Westeros. So that's why she says what's west of Westeros. So Essos is this whole thing. So they're going to go, I would assume, to Braavos. That's where I feel like everyone who's in Westeros who goes to Essos ends up going.
Braavos has the money, right?
I mean, they all got a lot of money. Braavos has a lot of money. Braavos has where that Guardian was. That's where the House of Black and White is, where the Faceless Men are.
Essos is that whole landmass?
That is Essos.
That whole thing. I thought that was a city. Okay, I got that. Got that.
And then there's the Sothoros. Would you believe that Sothoros is south?
I think I would piece that together. Is there
a Northros?
Northros?
No, not yet. There's just a little island up there.
They just call it the North.
Yeah, it's called Iban.
Okay.
I love this map. So yeah, this is where they are. Aegon and his little band of merry men.
Yeah, so they're gonna travel across the narrow sea, and then trying to get to this next scene, which I really don't have any interest in this story anymore.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Okay, so Rhaena
Nettles
And now we talk about Aemon and Alice. We'll talk about Riddles later. So Aemon and did I say Allison? I meant Alice. So they get to have a little bit of a, how would you describe this moment?
Creepy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's a lot less creepy than I expected.
I don't know. To me, does she not look older than him? Like significantly older?
No, we don't know how old she is. She might be 500 years old.
But like her mother's, like his mother's age, at least.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's easily supposed to be, 40 or 50.
Yeah.
And I mean, Aemon is Aemon even 18?
I have
I feel like there was a conversation near the end of season 1 where he says something like he's 16 or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking it's a little weird they're making Ewan Mitchell's character so young. Because Ewan Mitchell's like 36, I think.
Really?
I think so.
Dang. But they're having dialogue back and forth about him wanting to go
29. Never mind.
29?
Yep.
Okay, he's still in his 20s. Still a kid. Still a kid.
Okay. So she has healed him. And so we're going to get, it's a lot less longer than I thought it was, but we're going to get kind of the makings of this relationship between Aemon and Alice.
Yeah.
And it is very incestuous is not the right word, but it kind of feels like it is.
It does. It's creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I wonder if it's because of the kind of bond, I guess, we've seen her have with Daemon. Because Daemon seems infatuated with her on kind of like a semi-spiritual way.
But why? But is this in the book, first of all?
Yes.
That these two...
it is insinuated that that part of the battle over the God's Eye is because Daemon is angry that he's
in a relationship with her. I can't remember some of this stuff, but
half the reason I remember half of this stuff is because I call Sundowners on the week and talk about this shit.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Why is she putting the moves on him? Is it because of Daemon?
Well, what's really annoying is what I'm trying to get at. So it feels like, based off of her really dumb request at the beginning, it feels like her entire motive is to become Queen of Harrenhal, which is just this is the thing that kind of annoys me about just about every single female character that's written in these shows is they all want to be more than they have any right or shot of being.
Yeah.
One of the things that annoy me about Arya is, especially towards the last 2 or 3 seasons, she wanted to basically become the judge, jury, and executioner of anyone that had slighted House Stark. It felt like it had gone beyond her list. Yeah. That it became basically, if someone had looked at them wrong, she'd kill them.
Yeah.
So that's just so beyond Arya Stark. The third child of, technically fourth child of Ned Stark. All of that stuff, just way beyond that. We get Alice here, who wants to be the third most powerful woman in Westeros. We get Rhaenyra, who wants all this stuff kind of given to her without anyone asking, "Do you deserve it?" She doesn't want to have to defend why she should have it. The entire time after she landed in King's Landing, she should have been building up everything. She should have been locked in a room going, okay, give me task number 1. How do we do this? Okay, we're done with that. Give me task number 2. How do we do this? Instead of bitching and moaning about, oh, we don't have enough money or we don't have this. You think, to quote Damon, you have fucking dragons. Aegon didn't have money. You think he got where he was because he had money? He got where he was because he had fucking dragons. And Sean, I was talking about the technicality of whether or not John is his bastard, as her being the 4th. But yeah, 3rd child. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at with the writing in this. The writing in this just seems to kind of it's very which is funny that's coming from Warner, but it's very DC universe where they're not willing to put in the time and effort to make the single movies that make the Justice League movie incredible. They're not willing to do Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Captain America, First Avenger, Thor. They're not willing to do that. They want to go straight to the big 3. And that's just not enough for us anymore.
And if there's such a thing, I feel like the scenes are rushed, but the story is long.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I
think about that for a second. Yeah. In the last episode, we were complaining about how fast they were jumping from scene to scene to scene to scene. It's like something quick, they jump to the next scene. Something quick, they jump to the next scene. But this story has been dragged out. Like, and the point of how many times does Rhaenyra need to go visit and get counsel with Alicent? Like,
you and I have talked about this. Yeah, you and I have talked about this in the past, where and what I said the same thing earlier. I don't think we're going to know that long, because we should. Not a lot happens. We should turn this thing on, talk about 3 or 4 scenes, and move on.
Yeah,
but there should only be. I know it's an hour long, but there should be like 4 or 5 parts to this episode.
Right.
But there's 32.
So many moving pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're not even moving pieces.
And they're not moving.
They're not moving, and they're not pieces. Like, how many times are we going to get 5 seconds of the white worm looking at somebody?
Right. The white worm.
But yeah, so Alice Rivers wants to be queen. It kind of feels like. And then they get like this weird close to make out thing getting ready to go on.
Yeah.
But we immediately go from there to somewhere I'm actually kind of happy to be back, shockingly.
See, I'm not. I'm over this.
Well, I'm happy to be back in the Eyrie, not dealing with great value nettles.
So what I didn't get is before the scene with Aemon and Alice, there was a quick scene of
2 dragons.
Reddles eating berries who looked at 2 dragons. That was like 3 seconds long. Then it jumped, and then it jumped back. I guess they wanted to establish some time went by and something may have happened.
It's a poor way of doing that.
And it's terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
They're jumping all over the place. There's no context. And now she's going to get the crap slapped out of her.
Yeah. She does. Like, Targaryen hasn't been slapped that hard in a long time. But yeah, so I guess she has decided to find Sheepstealer and go find something. And then Sheepstealer found, Moon Dancer. Is it Moon Dancer Baela's dragon?
Yes, Moon Dancer is Baela's dragon.
So I think she says
saw
that.
Moon Dancer, and then jumped on what? So the way I took it is she's up on her hideaway cave cliff. She sees Moon Dancer, and then gets on Sheepstealer or summons Sheepstealer or something to go after Moon Dancer to see if they can make contact or something.
That's exactly how I saw it.
But what we saw was her standing on a cliff eating a berry and then seeing two dragons. So was that Sheep Stealer and the other dragon, or was that?
So that was
She
Sheep
wasn't
Stealer
on the
and Moon
dragon.
Dancer. So, yeah.
So I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. So I think the thing that happened was she went to find Sheep Stealer again. She rode Sheep Stealer for a little bit, to feel the wind in that terrible buzz cut she's got.
Oh, it's awful.
And then Bella showed up and she went, "Oh no, I need to hide." And then she went and hid. That's kind of how I took the whole thing.
Why didn't they have the scene
this
before?
Is so dumb.
Why didn't they have the scene before Eamon and Alice of her eating a berry, looking out, seeing Moon Dancer, and then Sheep Stealer showing up? She gets on Sheep Stealer, she flies off. Cut to the next scene. Now you've left me with, ooh, she's going after something. What's happened? Then you can come to this scene where she walks into the Eyrie and gets they slap the taste out of her mouth. And then she explains what she did. I saw Moon Dancer and I went after thinking I could see my sister. Right? That would make sense. I don't know what she did.
That's why, because that would make sense. Or at least more sense.
But I'm over this. I'm over Reddles.
I'll tell you what, that was a really funny joke.
Like I almost wanted to skip it.
And now
next
we get Bella and Alan. This is another storyline that actually happens. They're starting to kind of grow close together, and I think they're kind of bonding over I don't know if disappointment is the right word, but they don't love Corlys. Like
right.
Bella loves Corlys as her grandfather, but there's not an intimate relationship there.
And what is his name? I get the brothers mixed up. Alan.
So he's Alan. Adam is the dragon rider.
Last episode, it was Adam kind of pressing up on Bela.
Mm-hmm.
This, you've got Bela pressing up on the older brother, and then they actually, commit to a little physical, little play, little physical play.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really.
She goes after him, and he's kind of like, "Oh no, I don't. This."
Well, I think he's still kind of not sure of what his place in the world is. Like he doesn't know what he's allowed to kind of shoot for.
So is Adam going to be pissed?
I mean, he should be.
Jealous. Is he going to go to his big brother and be like, "You get all the girls"?
He's got a dragon now. I think he can find whatever harlot he wants.
I don't know, man. All right. So they end up, yapping, and then they make out.
So and then we get to the scene that I think we've all really been waiting for. Is Gawain Hightower in Tumbleton talking to his lord, his cousin. Remember, Ormond Hightower is the lord of the Citadel. No. Old Town. He's the lord of Old Town. He is in charge of that. He's in charge of the high towers, everything. Freddie Fox here is just his cousin.
There's some interesting dialogue in this scene. I'm trying to figure out if they're speaking.
This is quite literally the only interesting part of this entire episode.
They're speaking very cryptic.
Yes.
And I want to.
Well, and I think part of that
is some butt play going on between this grouping here. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Like, were they having relations with each other?
Yeah.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So here's what I think.
There's some jokes and some innuendos.
So
even Darren was like, "I've been very careful so he doesn't." Yeah. He
is gay or bi or something like that.
Gawain?
Gawain likes the men. That's why he knew that the Baratheon was not the actual Baratheon. Ormond, I think, is...
Wait. Because he's gay, he knew that wasn't a real Baratheon?
No.
Dude
He knew he
know
wasn't...
the knights.
No. Be quiet for a second. He knew it wasn't that Baratheon. Because remember, he says, and he is much more fair. He's commenting on knowing that guy wasn't as pretty as the actual Baratheon. I'll play it for you in a little bit.
Okay.
But
keep
it's
going.
pretty like I think Allison even says something about it in season 2. But so Darren is sent off to become a ward of Ormond Hightower, a month after he's born. And over there for 13 years, I'm making up the numbers here, but let's say 13 years, that you've got Gawain, Ormond, Darren, bunch of other Hightowers out there hanging around and playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Darren and Gawain have clearly taken a liking to each other, whether it is some gay thing, whether it is a true friendship, a brotherly bond, a warrior's bond. There is a familiar relationship there. Okay. It could be either of those things. I think it's closer to that brotherly bond. That I think they're similar in age. He's a little bit more of a nicer guy than Ormond was. Darren is a Targaryen growing up in Old Town, the one area of the short of Dorne, of the entire Seven Kingdoms that hate the Targaryens. Every single conspiracy to kill the Targaryens has originated out of Old Town. So I think there's a relationship between Gawain and Darren, but not like a gay one. So when Gawain left, clearly Ormond has hatched this plan to put Darren on the throne. I think it's really to put him on the throne after he kills Darren, but not sure yet. So Gawain has escaped Butcher's Ball and has arrived in Templeton to see his cousin, take a shower, and go back home.
He didn't escape, man. He just left.
It's probably a fair point.
He just walked away from Kristen because Kristen was in the clouds.
High as a kite.
So, all right.
He's ready to give up.
I'm going through some of the dialogue, right? So, he basically says they're talking about strategy in this. This is not where the fake Baratheons.
Yeah, that's the end. So
he's basically saying, listen, I've been fighting. I've been on the road. I'm tired. I want to get cleaned up. And then Ormond, that's his name, right? Ormond?
Yeah, Ormond.
He says, "Oh, I'm sure you found solace with some of your brothers in arms."
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's picking at him.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, okay, he's
doing the same thing that I think was it Robert or Stannis that says something about Renly.
Well, Renly was a pillow biter, is what they called him. So I mean. That's what they call him. I'm not.
But it's so funny to hear you say it. I think Tail Gunner is funnier, but that's a different conversation. So yeah, Stannis made a comment, or I think a couple comments about Renly being gay, and that's what this is. I think not necessarily supposed to mirror, but that's what this is. This is. Ormond kind of making a joke saying, well, I mean, you were surrounded by all those men.
Yeah.
So when you go to war, the first thing you think about doing is slipping a knife in between all your brothers in arms.
All right. So they finish their conversation. He's like,
Yep.
I'm tired. I haven't seen a feather bed in forever. I want to go get, cleaned up. And so Ormond looks at Darren and says, you might want to escort him to his quarters and make sure he bathes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all getting this is really creepy dialogue.
So I don't know if it's supposed to be, or if Sarah and them were like, oh, we need to make him sound all like prim and proper. But I agree that it's very contentious language.
Yeah. He finally ends up saying, oh, and make sure your back's against the wall as a warning to Darren, don't drop the soap type stuff.
Yeah. So and that's the other thing that, it's very clear he's basically, and I think it's because Ormond knows, and we find out literally 5 seconds later, that there is this relationship between Darren and Gwaine. And Ormond, I think, in that moment is trying to break that relationship. He's trying to make Darren think that the only reason Gwaine is nice to him or appreciative of him or anything like that is because he wants to slip him the knife.
So then they go down this corridor, this hallway, and he says, Gwaine looks at him and says, Your Grace? Really? We're going to call you Your Grace now? And Darren apologizes. He says, I'm sorry. I had to get through it, which I'm like,
I was not. I was very surprised.
What does that mean?
Did not catch some. So Darren doesn't agree, apparently.
That he's king?
I think Darren is scared of Ormond.
And then he says, and this is your way, fawning?
Yeah, because remember Darren had kind of said it was something, I think, right as Gwaine is staying at a table, but he says something like Ormond has been incredibly nice to me or something like that.
Yeah.
He's just kind of fawning over, not necessarily over Ormond, but just over the leadership of Ormond.
Yeah. And then Darren, then they are talking, and finally Darren comes out with, you left me alone with him. So now Darren is kind of salty, and you know what he is, and you still left me alone with him. Right.
So that,
and hold on. And this is where I got confused. Is there some weird stuff going on in this family? Because he says, I do what I can to keep him from, What did he mean by At first I was dude, he was throwing all the gay stuff at Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwaine, is he doing something to
I think he's kind of psychotic. I think he's angry. Sort of maybe sadism light.
I don't know.
It
doesn't make sense.
He kind of reminds me of Joffrey a little bit. Remove about half of Joffrey's evil moments, and he reminds me a lot of Joffrey, where Joffrey would be really nice, and then suddenly he's killing the whore.
I get it, but what does mean? I had to do it so he wouldn't, what?
Flip out.
He's always
flip out. I think
flip out.
Yeah, on him. Because imagine Darren had said, "Are you nuts?" I think Ormond would have done something terrible.
I don't know. Doesn't make it. I don't know. Confused writing.
Yeah, well, and I think it's partly
was very unclear. I thought there was some butt play going on by Ormond and Darren.
The thing
Darren was like, I had to do that, or he would have done it.
Yeah, the thing that's missing from this is some sort of freak out beyond the. And I think part of the purpose of killing, the brother-in-law or the brother, Hugh's brother-in-law, in 2 episodes ago. Part of that is for us to see Ormond kind of freak out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough. It was too okay, I kind of get it. Like it was too kind of on the nail. Like there, we I think we needed more of a to go back to it when Joffrey kind of freaks out on Sansa because Sansa says something like, "Do you think you're king?" or something like that, and then he like freaks out about being the crown prince and everything like that.
Right.
You remember what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah, so that's what I think we're missing. We're missing, and that a lot of this. It's all because I won't say it's all because, but again, we're seeing the problems with cutting 8 episodes or 6 episodes of the show. Is that there are things that we should have seen we're not going to be able to see, and one of them is we should have seen. It's sort of the problem with cutting a bunch of episodes of Game of Thrones. We didn't get to see Daenerys go crazy. We just saw a flip switch.
Right. I don't know. The dialogue there just didn't match.
It is very like double meaning heavy.
He goes on later in the conversation to say, "I hate what I am when I'm with him." He calls himself a puppet, a fool, a child. And we know there's Westerosi people that what was the knight's name? That protected Joffrey.
The Hound?
No, not the Hound. No, another guy. He became captain of the King's Guard after they got rid of Sir Barristan.
Jaime Lannister?
No.
That's who became Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
Not Sandor. The guy Arya killed. He goes over to
yes, he's
Prince,
not. He's not.
Marin.
He's not in charge of the King's Guard. He's just on the King's
Marin
Guard.
Trout. That's it. Yeah.
He's
Marin.
just on the King's Guard.
Okay. All right. So titles, whatever. But anyway, it feels like
yes, there are Adobe software
that
people
going on here. He's like, I hate
Westeros.
what I am when I'm with them, a puppet, a fool, a child, and then I'm like, is this guy a creep? Like, what is going on with Ormond? He's like really weird.
Yeah.
And then Gawain comes back and says, "Yeah, you're like that with him, but he means to put you on the throne." So I'm like, what the heck? What is I couldn't figure
and then
out.
I can't remember if it's this one because I don't think they have another private conversation. But Darren, they're walking away from Ormond. They turn the corner, and Darren turns into the friend that says, "Dude, he's fucking nuts. I don't want any part of this. What the fuck are going on?" And they take another 20 steps, and he goes, "Oh, maybe I should do this."
Yeah.
It's like
I think what they're trying to convey here is Darren is smarter than we think, than he's letting on. I think that he's gonna. I don't know what their plans are for him. I have no clue anymore where they're going with any of these stories. But he's basically saying, I have to act differently. I have to act like a fool, like a puppet, whatever, when he really wants to be somebody else. John rejected her. Her best girl died.
I had to read this
Moon
4
was
times.
Wrong phase.
Yeah, I had to read this 4 times because I had no idea what the fuck we were talking about until I remembered talking about Daenerys going crazy. And the funniest fucking thing in this is, and the moon was in the wrong phase.
Moon was in the wrong.
Oh, I'm such an asparagus. I just killed 20,000 people. Oh, Mercury was was too close to the sun.
They had an opportunity there, and they totally dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm. So now we get Helena, and Helena looking super pregnant. Quite full. And Alicent, really kind of worried about the future of her child.
Yeah.
And Helena finally kind of saying, "You know what, Mom, you might be a bitch."
Yeah. Helena is not. Stop saying Helena, first of all. Helena is not happy with her mother right now. But
no, Helena is not.
She is doing some cool needlepoint.
She is. She's
gone from talking about her dreams. Now she's doing
cross stitch,
making tapestry, which I believe is connected to the opening sequence of these episodes. It's Helena's embroidery.
Well, you know what? That's actually really cool, and I hope that becomes the thing. What is the dumbest fucking thing I have? Is it? Sure. One of the dumbest things I've seen on the internet this week is, let's see if I can get to the little artistry here. Here we go. So we see this. Hey,
that is not a White Walker.
Mr. Capable Gentleman, what do you think that is?
That's foreshadowing.
So that would be, I mean, I would assume, yeah. So I would assume up here on the right side is Alice Rivers. And then this white thing, first off, the red thing, could have been shaped a little bit better.
It's a little
definitely could have been shaped a little bit better.
The moon's in the wrong phase type thing.
Very much so. But definitely aim in one eye, don't you think?
Yes, 100% aim in one eye.
Not a freaking White Walker.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to, while you talk, I am going to see if I can find some of the retarded shit that I saw on Twitter.
This is why we go for 3 hours when really we should be.
It really should be an hour 45 minutes.
So,
and then, yeah.
I want to know. I don't think that's Alice. When I first saw that, I'm like, that's not Alice.
Who do you think it is?
So who is on the 7 that represents death? You have.
Oh, you think it's one of the 7 gods?
It's one of the 7 gods that represents death. I forget the name of it.
Oh, I mean, I just know the mother, the father, the smith, the warrior. That's 4.
There's one that's I thought was the bad one. The stranger, yes.
Okay, yes.
I thought that was the stranger. I didn't think, because this is
no. The stranger is when you sit on your hand. Yeah, that's when you like sit on your arm and you make it go to sleep. Oh, 2 different things. 2 different things. Okay.
Dude. Don't do that, man.
Oh my god, I'm red.
Man. You need to find yourself a girl, mate.
Dude, that was hilarious.
Helena told Aemon One Eye back in season 2 how he's going to die. When they're on the balcony, she said, "You will fall to your death in the God's eye." She said
Did she actually say it like that?
99.9% that she called it out or swallowed up. That's it, Breezy. Swallowed up by the God's eye.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. I think this is foreshadowing. And I think that
it's 100% foreshadowing. So I definitely see that. I've seen a lot of people talking about how it's Alice Rivers healing him after because see right here on the, you're not gonna be able to see it right there. Hang on, wait for it. Okay, here's the cut that he received.
Scar.
So that's kind of what I've seen, and what I think is that this is the cut, and this is the last 2 weeks of Alice Rivers healing him. But either way, it's not a fucking White Walker.
No.
And to have fan accounts that have spent the last 3 years tweeting, this person has just been cast to play this character. This character does this. Yeah. Throughout Fire and Blood, we can expect to see them do this. To have them tweet something that retarded out just really pissed me off.
Yeah. Yeah, at first I was like, clearly they can't mistake that for Aemon One Eye. So maybe they're talking about that thing up at the upper right, but I'm like, no, that's the stranger.
Yeah. So
But
this isn't even.
I didn't think Alice. That was Alice, but
So we get to go back to Harrenhal. Aemon is leaving. Aemon's going to leave to go find to go find Vagar and basically finish this battle. And Alice convinces him, hey, maybe I guess you should see.
this scene was cool.
This scene was retarded as hell.
I like the little kid that goes, One Eye. And then
so this is so dumb.
I don't get Alice taking him out though. I'm just talking about the kid before we go to the eggs. And then I don't get this part either. And then and he's mesmerized by them.
Yep, it's for a good reason. Dreamfire, who's dragon?
Helena.
Yeah. Dreamfire was his grandmother's dragon. I think I'm right about that. Grandmother's dragon. And Dreamfire in 52 laid 2 clutches of eggs at Dragonstone. And 3 of those eggs were stolen by Rhaena's friend, some weird name, I don't know how to say it, and she sailed off to Essos. Those 3 dragons, or those 3 eggs, are supposed to be, there's a theory, not confirmed by George, or I think it's one of those theories that George kind of said, wink, wink, and then said, no, it's not confirmed. Those 3 eggs are theorized to be Rhaegar, Drogon, Drogon, and Viserion.
Yeah.
But what Ryan Condal has just done here is remove those eggs from Dragonstone, stolen by someone to go to Essos, and put them here in Harrenhal. Because even though someone
6.
said, I think there's 5. I think it's 3 in the front, 2 in the back. Even though Alicent dies in Harrenhal, she lives out the rest of her days like brokenhearted over, I believe, the death of her husband. She lives out the rest of her days in Harrenhal. The dragon stays there with her and leaves and goes, to become Helena's dragon later.
Well, how do they know that from Dreamfire?
Alice tells him that it's their Dreamfire's eggs.
Well, how does she?
She's been there for 900 years. So, if there's any mystical thing someone needs to find out, there's 2 characters in Westeros that are going to tell them. Alice Rivers or Ginny Oldstone. Those 2 characters will tell you whatever mystical weird thing you need to hear about.
I'm just saying, is anybody with any dragon when they drop a clutch of eggs? Or are they just assuming? We saw Damon earlier, dig through and pull out an egg or a clutch or whatever. And I guess it was a nest or something that one of the dragons was in. So that's a safe assumption. But here's
I think
dragon
they
eggs
probably
in a trunk.
know. Yeah, well, and this is what is annoying is, these eggs are supposed to be sitting in Essos somewhere. But now there's 2 additional ones, and they're sitting in a trunk in Harrenhal.
Yeah.
One egg you could buy, and you could buy a kingdom, one of the 7 kingdoms, with 1 egg. There might be a clutch in Winterfell. We don't know. But we know that there are 2 that Dreamfire dropped 2 clutches of eggs. in between 50 and 52 on Dragonstone.
Why are they so valuable?
Because they open and turn into dragons.
Okay. And I mean, that's awesome, but are you the owner of the egg, you gonna get to ride the thing?
If you bond with it.
No, don't you? You have to be a Targaryen.
You don't have to be a Targaryen. So the Targaryens were not the only dragon lords in Valyria.
Or a Valyrian.
Well, you have to be.
You're not gonna be a Stark.
So there's 5. I would argue you probably could be a Stark. There are 5 Valyrian houses in Westeros: the Targaryens, the Valyrians, the Manderleys, I believe, are of old Valyria, but they came over way before the Targaryens did. And
Sean, I know he's not a Targaryen, but I'm saying like the Dragon Rider houses, right? The Targaryen, the Valyrian.
Well, so the Valyrians weren't Dragon Riders either, but they were of old Valyria.
Nettles.
Celtigars.
Reddles.
Yeah. Reddles. That's so funny. I genuinely, I think it's the best joke I've ever come up with. I know Manderleys are from the Reach, but I could have sworn that they had some weird connection with Valyria, but I can't remember. But yeah, there's 5 houses from old Valyria that survived the Doom.
So in the Game of Thrones time, there's only the Targaryen left.
No, the Valyrians still exist.
Where are they?
The Valyrian
they weren't in the show. I never saw them.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. The Battle of Blackwater. There's a tiny ship in the background that has the seahorse on it.
That's a stretch. They blew up because of the wildfire.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, shit. Why don't we look this up? The 5 Valyrian houses in Westeros. Targaryen, Valerian, Celtigar, Blackfire, and Coharis. At one time they were in charge of Harrenhal, which would explain why they're all dead.
And could explain why there are eggs there.
Let's see. Sir Quentin Cohars, the Master of Arms at Dragonstone, was granted the ruined castle of Harrenhal by King Aegon I. Quentin was succeeded by his grandson. Huh?
We're getting way deep.
Oh, yeah. So, this is really dumb. The eggs should not be here. This is just another example of Ryan and Sarah thinking, I know better than George. Let's connect my show with Game of Thrones in a way that it doesn't need to be, because now there needs to be we see these eggs. These eggs have to get to Essos now, which means we need another scene that makes no damn sense.
Maybe Aegon and the Foot pick up the eggs and then go across the narrow sea. Anyway.
No. So Aegon and the Foot are here. And Harrenhal is right here.
Yep.
So they would have to travel this entire distance.
Unless Aemon puts the eggs on Vhagar and flies over there and drops them off. And then they've got money to go set up shop. And they sell 2 of the eggs and then give the 3 away. And then we've got Game of Thrones and Daenerys. Boom. There's the story right there. All right, moving on.
So our next scene is
it finally
what is it called when you hear it's petitions. We have petitions day for Rhaenyra to hear, and it finally fucking happens.
You have a finally moment.
She finally cuts herself. And this is the other thing that's been pissing me off all week. Well, 3 days. So Rhaenyra finally, I don't even care what people are asking her for. It's not important. The fact that the White Worm is here watching is not important.
Right.
Okay. Rhaenyra finally cuts herself. And she looks down, sees that she cut herself, and looks up. Wait for it. And looks at a statue here. Hey, do you know who this is?
No, I don't.
Well, why don't we think about it? Yeah. See how he's got like a little castle in front of him? He's been like building his. Yeah, it's his Legos. So the sheer amount of people I have seen on Twitter going, "Hey, who was she looking at?" Oh my!
Well, I assumed it was Viserys because she cut herself, and she's going back to my dad did this, and looked up at his.
And Breezy's right that near the beginning of the last season or season 2, we do see that statue being built.
I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back. End of season 2?
No, I think it's like 2 episodes
into season 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Into season 2.
It's being carved and stuff, or
yeah. I think so. Wicked Virtue says still didn't watch this week, but high and by. LOL.
Hi, Wicked.
Didn't
Hi, Wicked.
I was watching her earlier today, or it might have been yesterday. That sounded creepy.
Sorry.
I was watching her yesterday.
Bye, Wicked.
And she said that she needed to watch it so that she could talk about it on her show with Vera tonight. I guess they didn't talk about it. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Shame.
I mean, you didn't miss anything.
Wicked,
but yeah,
mock you for running long.
Because you playing Spider-Man is entertaining. Very entertaining. So she just gets up and F's off. Which honestly, I was
to do what? Go to the first aid kit? I mean,
yeah. Well, I think she was just
did she freak
I don't know.
out because of the disease that he got?
I think she's flipping out, thinking. I don't even think it's a connecting the disease with that she just cut herself or anything like that. That's that'd be too quick of a thought. I think she's just overwhelmed. Yeah.
So she's bleeding all over the throne.
I'm bleeding. You sure?
Yes. Fuck.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be able to use that several times tonight. I'm with Breezy. Yeah, she got overwhelmed.
The cut that triggered her, though.
I don't think it's the cut that triggers the entire, like, her being done. Because prior to that, she's kind of shifting in her seat. She's just kind of ready to be done. And she just gets overwhelmed and decides to just leave and stop being a good queen. Well, now that she was a good queen.
I will say, though, this is the part where the cinematic stuff is really cool. These shots of her getting up.
Yeah, of the top down.
Dude, that looks so cool. And then she's walking off. Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, well, and the other thing that I really love about it is we also get to see the Iron Throne as well, more than just the chair. We get to see all of the crazy swords of the people that Aegon slaughtered and all that. I guess Balerion was probably sitting right here. That's why there's no swords down here.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just kind of making a dumb joke. That the reason you see a bunch of swords right here, here, and here is because Balerion had his head here, which is why you don't see any swords right here. It's just dumb joke. Dumb joke. That's okay. Yeah. But this is where we're gonna sit here for a little bit.
Really? It's after we're over 2 hours in.
I know. I say a little bit. So this guy, this is the person that's been killing all of the Gold Cloaks.
Yeah.
Or at least the person that's been organizing the killing of all of the Gold Cloaks. And it is my opinion that this is supposed to be Perrin the Flea, which is why they've made such a big deal of him being who he is, which is why they gave him freaking, what's it called when your eyes are two different colors?
I don't know.
Well, that's what they gave him, even though the actor doesn't have it.
I know there's a name for it, but I don't know what it
is. So Perrin the Flea, Perkin the Flea. Is it? Yeah, Perkin. April, you say that, but I think they were trying to make this guy Perkin. So Perkin the Flea, basically what he does is he becomes king of King's Landing for like 9.5 hours. And during the fall of King's Landing, he leads a bunch of people to take control of one of the gates. Basically captures a whole bunch of people, takes control of another gate, then another gate, then another gate. He controls 5 of the 7 gates in King's Landing. He starts basically offering up this person so that he can stay in command. Then he offers up this person so he can stay in command. He actually ends up being one of the ones that kill or helps poison somebody. I'm going to try to be a little bit non-spoiler. But yeah, he causes the poisoning of someone, which ends up having him be one of the first people that Cregan Stark kills in the Hour of the Wolf. So if this is actually Perkin, I'm going to be really pissed off. I'm hoping April is right. That's not Perkin. But again, we have 10 episodes left, and we haven't met him yet. I'm a little worried.
All that was new. I don't remember Perkin.
You should look him up. It's a very interesting story. His entire story is like a month and a half. But we get Daemon avenging his soldiers. What'd you think?
So the prince is dressed in a gold cloak.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to
draw them out, right?
Yeah,
he wants to be attacked, and here he comes. Grabs him behind in the alley, and then questions him. I like the scene. This was good. This was good. I like this. He's trying to get some more information, like who else is behind this? What is he offering you? What is he giving you? Whatever. Mm-hmm. He says we have no numbers, but we haven't seen anybody else but this guy.
So I think we have.
And he says we are everywhere.
Yeah. Remember when he reads the little message from Orman? Or no, he sends a message to Orman that we see Orman read. Remember that?
No.
The account, he sends that message that says the account is open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's in that room with like 5 or 6 other people. And it's when that little girl runs up, whispers something in his ear, and then he gets up to send the message. So I think there are other people, but it is not Legion.
Well, we don't see him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is like you couldn't have hired a couple of actors to extras even.
What would have been kind of nice is a little bit of a fight here where his followers pop up to help him, and Daemon just slays every single one of them. Because we've seen so Daemon fought at King's Landing. That's the last time we've seen Daemon swing a sword. And Aemon killed a couple guys 2 episodes ago, or last episode. That's it. That's basically the only real fighting we've seen.
Yep.
But I'm not going to count Butcher's Ball.
And then where do we go from?
Oh, Sean. Interesting. So I'm going to make an assumption here that Sean's insinuating that the several men that he's got are faceless men. That they've hired the faceless men of Bravos to aid them in their attack of the gold cloaks and stuff like that, and that's why they can't find him.
So they're all using the same face.
Not necessarily, not necessarily using the same face, but that faceless men are. Oh, not the faceless men. Okay, never mind. It was a lot cooler.
We don't know.
Okay,
could be.
So Damon kills him, and then Damon sees Ulf. Now this is weird, right? Because Ulf is supposed to be somewhere else right now.
Is he? I thought he was on break.
Well, he's supposed to be confined to the keep.
Oh, that's true. Yes,
but he's not. He's down here with the poor folk, getting ready to go get his drink on.
Because Damon's in Flea Bottom.
I would imagine so. Yeah, Flea Bottom or close to Flea Bottom.
Yeah. And he runs into Ulf, and
yep,
in typical Damon fashion, he gives Ulf the hard time.
Which do you think he regretted it?
Does Damon regret it?
Yeah, do you think Damon regrets it?
Not at all.
So I think he kind of does. So he just slaps him here. Remember, Ulf is. These people know who Ulf is. Obviously, they know who Damon is as well. But Ulf has been, nice. They like Ulf. And so now Damon is sitting here kind of yelling at him. And he looks at this chick who I think is supposed to be one of the Whisperers. But you also see him kind of like look around and just right here. Like he's scanning the crowd. I think he knows he's messed up here. That this is going to do more harm than good.
How?
You've got Damon, who is literally a representative of Rhaenyra, the queen, who's having a hard time governing her people, slapping around a fan favorite.
Do they all know it's Damon? Did he announce?
I think they know it's Damon. And even if it's not, it's a gold cloak who's also a representative of Rhaenyra.
Right. So does the gold cloak have authority over the knights? So to see a gold cloak.
No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say so.
I mean, it may look a little off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Damon knows that he's Rhaenyra's basically just punched someone that her people like by him doing that.
Right.
So I do think he regrets this. But he, knowing him, he would probably just say, wow, you should have put me in that situation, Ulf.
Yeah. I think he knows there's going to be consequences, but I don't think he cares. I mean, I don't think he regrets it. I think he would take another opportunity to slap him again.
Yeah. And now we get to yours and mine's rage bait.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this.
Awesome. So Ulf.
I mean, we obviously got to talk about it.
Yeah.
But this scene drags on.
Yeah. So Hugh sneaks into Templeton,
and
his dressed like Shrek
is so golden, especially in this scene. Look at it.
Yeah, I got you on that one. Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm. He's been out in the sun all day. It's gotten bleached.
Mm-hmm.
So he sneaks into King's Landing. And now they're all having Gawain, Ormond, and Darren. He does not
sneak into King's Landing.
Well, he sort of sneaks into King's Landing. I mean, yeah, he comes in.
I thought he's at Templeton.
Yeah. Did I say King's Landing? Thank you.
Templeton. Twice.
I did. I absolutely did. Templeton. He sneaks into Templeton. Gawain, Ormond, and Darren are having lunch. Bunch of smelly Baratheons show up.
Yeah. And he's
And
eating like such a snob.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and then these are the Baratheons. Why are they like? Who are
All
these
dirty?
people that she found?
Well, so here's the thing. I think that we got a combination of things here. I think everyone knows that Ormond does not like smells, which is one of the reasons why they're dressed up. They're smelly right now.
Well, Allison said that he's got a sensitive.
So that's one of the reasons why they're probably covered with shit or something, so that he won't, get too close. Because they're here to kill him and to kill Darren.
Yeah.
And this is Eros Baratheon or something like that. He's the cousin to Lord Boris.
Yeah. I come as an envoy.
Arrogant.
Boris Baratheon.
Yeah. Arrogant Baratheon. To which Gawain is aware that it's not him, but he doesn't really notice it for a little while because they are getting ready to fuck some shit up, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, April, I know that they were. I realized that they were hired. I just wonder where she found them because are they grungy like that on purpose? Because I mean, their faces are filthy. The uniforms are a mess. Like did they roll around and?
Oh, I think it's entirely to mess with Ormond. The entire smellness of it.
Smell.
Yeah, the entire thing is to make it kind of distract him, to make him think about the smell rather than what he's looking at.
Yeah.
So Freddie Fox, Gawain realizes this quickly. It starts killing them, to which Ormond freaks out and tries to get his friend here. I forgot who this is. I have it written down. It is Lord Roxton, I believe. He goes to stop them, to which Darren gets him to stop. And he and Freddie Fox just fucks them all up. Gawain just fucks them all up. And he says right here, Sir Arian Baratheon has hair of light chestnut. He's about a foot taller. And as it happens, far more comely. That's what he says. Not fair, comely is what he says.
What does that mean? What's
pretty to look at? Handsome.
Comely means handsome.
Mm-hmm. Why? Is there something weird with that word?
How's it spelled?
Comely. See, it's right there on the screen.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. O and E are the only vowels in that word.
Got it.
Okay. And then we do get to see Ormond kind of be a total bitch and throw up, which was quite funny.
Yeah, I thought that was great. That was well done. Yeah, it was good. There's nothing like a good vomit scene. If it's weak and they just like, it's more spit up than anything. I want the whole, if you're gonna vomit, like you got to empty the contents of the stomach.
Yeah,
not just spit.
I agree. So now we get to what's gonna kind of piss us off. So, what is Hugh the Hammer's goal in life?
Wait. Can we go back?
Yes.
Because there's a guy in I think you said his name or tried to remember the name. Who is Darren next to at the end of that
Sir
scene?
Ruxton, this guy right here?
Yeah.
Refresh
my memory. Who is this guy and what's his involvement here?
He's Lord Roxton. He is, I guess you would call him Darren, or not Darren. Ormond's hand. You know, he's maybe best friend, maybe advisor, second in command, something like that.
All right.
I don't know what the exact name of the relationship is, but that's what it kind of seems to me. That he's sort of a hand-like character.
All right. Got it.
Yeah.
Now we can move on.
We're going to have the map for one last time in a little bit. So, Hugh the Hammer was living in a shithole with his wife and child, I believe, in King's Landing, in Flea Bottom, and everything was just going wrong for them because it was during the kind of blockade that Rhaenyra was doing that was making them poor, broke, and destitute.
Right.
So he his whole goal of sneaking out and going to Dragonstone was to kind of better their life. Daughter, thank you, Sean. Daughter, not son. And so the whole goal was to basically better their life, which he does. Literally 2 episodes ago, Rhaenyra has promised to give him a keep of his own.
Yep.
It's just not going to be right now. I'm a little busy, dude. So everything better is about to come their way. So he has snuck into Templeton. Almost did it again. He snuck into Templeton to get his wife. Because remember, last episode, he is requested to come to Templeton to work with Ulf so that he can clearly sneak in and grab his wife.
Right.
And also don't remember that 2 weeks ago, Ormond had her brother murdered. So, Lee, how does his wife react?
Ungrateful.
Would you say that's a bit of a bitchy attitude to have?
You can say that.
Okay. Well, I will say that because this now she did it very well, but this is the most annoying decision in the entire thing. Because again, look, okay, spoiler alert, everybody. I'm going to spoil some things. Hugh and Ulf are supposed to betray Rhaenyra next episode. Okay. So we know Ulf is going to betray them because Daemon's a dick to him and because Rhaenyra won't let him drink with his buddies. Okay. I can kind of get to that. My head can kind of understand that. Okay. Hugh is about to betray Rhaenyra because his wife is angry that he's done everything he can to give her a better life.
Right.
And why is she angry? Because she's an idiot. That's the only, and she's got to be. She has to be an idiot, right?
Because it doesn't make sense.
She's just watched. First off, she's just been assaulted by a Hightower soldier.
Yeah.
She's just watched her brother be murdered because he defended her.
Her argument makes zero sense.
It's retarded.
Like, where have you been? Well, I'm doing things for the family, right? I'm a dragon rider now. I've been knighted. He's trying to tell her we're going to have some. Yeah. Our lives have changed now.
Literally, come with me. No. I want to stay here where they're going to. And then, of course, something. So I've been saying, or I've been assuming that his decision to betray is going to come from a Targaryen soldier doing something to her. Okay. But now after the way he treats or she treats him, there's no reason for him to give a shit.
Right. Unless he's, a wuss and says, well, I've lost my wife because I became a knight and a dragon rider, so I don't want this anymore. I'm going to betray Rhaenyra. Like
that's what's going to happen. He's going to be so angry that the good stuff that's happened to him is Rhaenyra's fault because she made a vague post and he showed up to answer it.
to see if he can get on a dragon.
Yeah, it's more people pushing off what's their fault onto other people.
Right. She says the comment too, where he's like, come with me. I've come to get you. She's like, I will not forsake my family.
What
I'm
family?
like, are you serious?
Her husband and her child go back to King's Landing. Go live in the manor house that they're going to. You could live in the Red Keep, dude.
Right. What a whiny little. You're not going to give me say it. April says she told him her brother was murdered and his response was, I got a dragon. Well, it's a big thing.
I got a dragon. Let's kill everybody.
I don't know, man. April says I would have spit in his face for that response.
Well, this might be one of those differences between men and women. I just think I think she's being way. Maybe it's just bad writing, and if they had kind of done this a little better, maybe it's a little more understandable. But her reaction is just dumb.
Like, she's not even hearing him out. She's just like, "You left us all."
It feels
to go right on a dragon. Wow, yeah. It
feels very high schooly.
Yeah.
And that takes a while. So now we get to watch Darren. We get to watch Darren be quite proficient at arms, by the way. Gawain and Ormond are standing up there watching.
So maybe he's playing it all down, which is why he made that comment. I have to in front of him. I don't like who I am in front of him, right? So this is a little glimpse of the real Darren.
Well, so I think I mean, for me, I just think he's a normal guy that just likes fighting.
Dude, and not for nothing, this scene,
that for very long.
This scene with Gawain and Ormond, like when it shifts to their perspective or over their shoulder, it looks very intimate. Like they're very close, and look at them. Like they are. I'm telling you, man, I think there's some freaky deaky stuff going on with Ormond.
When we go right here, so this is just before that. So Ormond's watching. Gawain's coming up. He's got his shower and all that, or probably knowing back then, probably bath. Obviously, I don't want to play too much. This stream's definitely going to get taken down. I've played way too much. It's definitely, even though it's muted, it's definitely going to get taken down. And it's a small window. I don't think it's like a coziness thing. But see, look at this. He's leaning away from it. He's leaning against the side of the window, not towards Ormond.
Not when they're going over the shoulder.
And he's still leaning against the
hands.
window.
They're almost holding each other.
Dude, I think you're reading so much into this.
Okay.
Dude, I'll tell you what. If this was Game of Thrones season 4, I would be right with you.
I'm just saying season finale.
But this is like
he's gonna move in for a.
Well, keep in mind. I mean, he's supposed to be dead. Gawain's supposed to be dead. Rhaenyra kills Gawain with Otto. So, but it does end with him kind of saying, "Now that all this has happened, what is your plan?"
Remember, he just saved his life. So now is he feeling all mushy and like wants to?
Oh my god!
Launch a missile into the.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
I don't think it's that at all.
I don't know.
I honestly, based off of what
not that there's anything wrong with that, but
based off of what what's his name says, off of what Darren says, I think this is an entire a way to try to appease Ormond and kind of get them out of sort of a bad spot that they're in.
All right. We'll see how it unfolds.
And here comes is this the last? I mean, this is basically the last thing.
Yeah, this is when
there's two things. So we get another Rhaenyra and Helena moment here. Sorry, fuck. Rhaenyra and Alicent. We get Rhaenyra and Alicent here. So what? It's a 60-minute episode, and we've had 14 minutes. You know, a fifth of the, or almost a fourth of the show is dedicated to Rhaenyra and Alicent talk to each other.
Breezy, I'm just calling it like I see it, man. That's all I'm doing. I'm sorry. So I like this scene because this is when Rhaenyra finds out that Helena is a dreamer. And she gets very interested when Alicent, she says, I think she comes out with it, and Rhaenyra's like, state your purpose. And she says, you got to let Helena out. We can't be confined. Well, you know, and then she lets her know that she knows where Aemon is, One Eye. And she's like, all this time you knew. Well, I didn't exactly know, but Helena has these visions, and most of the time they come true or whatever. And then Rhaenyra's interest really gets perked up. She's like, she's a dreamer and wants to know more about all this. So what do we got? She wants to be set free if she hands over Aemon. But what does Rhaenyra do?
Rhaenyra says, you know what? I think that's a fair point. I think we should, you know what? Helena can be free. You can be free, but you have to do something because no one's going to be able to get close to Aemon.
Right.
But I bet you will.
Yeah. It's got to be somebody he trusts and whatever, so you can. And she's like, don't make me do this. So basically, is she sending her to go assassinate her son? Or is she just trying to send her to draw him out? Like I don't think it was very clear. Like, you need to go and
keep going.
You need to go and commit this. You know, like putting that on her is
that's absolutely what she's doing. She's absolutely
insane.
Telling her you need to be the one to put the blade in between his ribs and kill him.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's batshit crazy. The entire thing is retarded as hell. Suddenly, Alicent's a fucking assassin.
Yeah. That. Yeah. I thought that was a bit much to ask that, but again, we wanted crazy Rhaenyra, and maybe this is. But Rhaenyra said it in such a, hey, well, if I send you, you can do it, rather than the enraged Rhaenyra. Like, bring Aegon.
This is just dumb Rhaenyra. These are stupid decisions.
Yeah.
If Aemon, or when Daemon hears about this, he might hit her.
April, that's a good question.
But you can't use dreaming like that. The dreaming does not work like that.
Well,
and
she's not gonna. Well, maybe not use her for dreaming, but she can get information. What else have you seen? I want to know what's going on.
Hang on a second.
Helena can disclose that.
Are you saying this is the shepherd? Because the shepherd better not be dead.
I'm not following. What are you getting at?
So she mentioned something earlier about a fucking skull on the table. Skull. Oh. The innocent shepherd, lowercase s. The shepherd that Damon killed to hide Rhaena's thing. That's the shepherd she's talking about. But then she also said, look at the book on Rhaenyra's table. Are we talking about this book right here? I just need to know what book you're talking about so I can go look later. So yeah, this is 100% this is not the crazy Rhaenyra I wanted. I wanted like closer to like Dany kind of flipping out with the.
I want enraged Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Mad King Rhaenyra. Burn them all, Rhaenyra. Not, oh, but if I sent you, you could get close to him and maybe you can carry it out. How about that?
Yeah, the whole thing, it's a dumb plan. Like, what I don't know what these people think they're writing.
I don't know. I was disappointed in this episode.
Yeah. Let's see, the last thing we really got here. So Alicent agrees and leaves to go kill Aemon. I don't know how she thinks she's going to do that. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm assuming that we're going to end up with another kiss. That she's going to do another little honeypot on her son.
Oh, Dany and Jon. Right? What? Are we going to see where Jon had to finish off Dany? Like that's going to be the attempt?
I mean, maybe, but she's not going to be able to do it. So I think she's.
I think everybody knows she's not going to be able to do that. Like to even assume that the audience might believe that she actually would do that, could even get away with it. Aemon is like a skilled. Yeah, I don't.
So. One thing I will say, again, we're so far from the actual story. I would not be shocked because of how kind of dumb it would be, but I would not be shocked if they do try to do a Jon, Dany, Alicent, Aemon thing, and Aemon kills her.
And then we say goodbye to.
Yeah, it would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I think that would be a mistake. And it also kind of goes against what Ryan has said he wants to write and the story he wants to tell, because he wants to tell Rhaenyra and Alicent's story. And I think this would be a very poor way of ending Alicent's story. Because Alicent survives the Dance of the Dragons. So. But I just kind of want to move on from that because this is the really stupid thing. So. Corlys has made the decision. Guys, we're going to the Queen. He's decided he's taken the words that Alan has said to heart.
Hold up. You did miss the interaction between Helena and Alicent one last time.
I know I did, but they're just kind of like talking about stuff.
I thought this was kind of sad where she asks, why am I here? Was there not any other lord or anybody that wanted me as a wife? Why did I have to marry my brother?
Right, yeah.
And she's like, it's what my father wanted, meaning Otto Hightower.
Yeah.
It's what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't think the Hightowers were down with that stuff. I figured it was what Viserys wanted.
Yeah, so Otto is a
Otto just wanted Aegon on the throne.
Yeah,
why
Otto is a scheming person. So it wouldn't surprise me if Otto would decide to abandon those principles to strengthen Aegon's claim, because Aegon the Conqueror married his sister, two of his sisters actually. But every single attempt that Otto had to make Aegon the Second look more like Aegon the First, he took. So that's where I'm not surprised that if Otto had a hand in that, I'm not surprised about that.
And it was interesting. Yeah, see, April beat me to it. The toy she's playing with, that was Jace's, right? And
yeah, that was the toy from like the dinner, right? Didn't he give her that at dinner
or something? And he also danced with her at dinner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was very, very interesting. And then she ends up saying, Helena, I can't go unless I know you're going to be, you're going to eat. And she spoon feeds. I thought it was very awkward bite.
It's very awkward. She gets like a tiny little dribble of like broth.
It's so.
And that's supposed to tell her, yeah, I'll eat.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, do I have any? Okay, we'll just use this. It's kind of like, I'm all full.
It's just so creepy. It is rather creepy looking when she takes this.
Yeah.
It's a big giant spoon too, and she she takes this weird bite.
Rhaenyra finds out that her plan to kill Ormond and Darren did not work.
That's right. She gets part of the leather shroud or the armor, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Tunic.
So now Corlys has decided to take his son's advice, man up, become the Hand again, and go back and advise Rhaenyra like he promised he would.
Yeah.
This is all of, if you had to guess how long it's been. Okay, how about this? How much
2 hours,
time,
41 minutes, and 53 seconds. That's how long it's been
on this stream. If you had to guess how much time in Rhaenyra's POV has passed in this episode, how much time would you say has passed?
Like how much we've seen her face on screen?
No. Like if the episode started at 5 p.m. on Sunday afternoon.
Oh.
What time is it now for Rhaenyra?
For Rhaenyra.
Or let's go with Corlys, since this is Corlys's POV.
I think it's been 1 day, one night. Is it one night?
I mean, that's kind of what I would guess.
So things started in the afternoon, and now we're in the middle of the night.
So Corlys Velaryon is right here. Okay, he's just outside. Yeah, he's just outside Rook's Rest. He's pretty close to Aegon, actually. Mr. Ruxton is all the way down here in Templeton. Mr. Ruxton has had to take a bunch of soldiers with him through the lands that Rhaenyra holds most dear right now, all the way to Rook's Rest to capture Corlys Velaryon.
So I wanted to ask if it was the same guy, because that was like, dude, where did he come from?
Yeah. Does this sound a little like
season 8? Let's hurry this up.
late Game of Thrones. Yeah, let's hurry this up. The Adventures of the Time Traveling or Distance Traveling Pants.
Yep.
The entire thing. It's like no one sat there and said, "Hey, let's think about this for a second. Why we don't need to send him. Anyone could go."
Yeah.
But let's not send the guy that we literally just saw 150 miles away.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems dumb to me.
Likewise, too, right? She sent assassins from the Red Keep to Tumbleton.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
But that time is more vague.
Yeah.
It's still dumb, but it's more vague.
And then
we don't know. Yeah. So we don't know where those, because she could have sent a raven to, let's say she's got people at Bitterbridge. She could have sent a raven to Bitterbridge. Or she could have sent a raven to some soldiers she's got sitting out here near Templeton.
Well, yeah, but they needed the uniforms of the Baratheon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the Stormlands right here. Right? Yeah, Storm's End is right there. So there's Baratheons all over this place.
I know, but the guys that she had in the Red Keep, she was like, "Give me your belt." So she took those clothes off of them and put them on assassins and then sent them down. That was the whole point of her
there
saying,
there were only 3 Baratheons there, and there's like 5 or 6 at I don't think the "Give me your belt" was saying, I'm going to use your uniforms.
That's how I took it, because she was threatening to hang him, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What can we do?" And she's like, "You can give me your belt to say, let me start having your uniform." And that's where she was right after the meeting where she said, "I'm going to send faceless assassins," because Damon wanted to go do it. And she's like, "No, it's got to be somebody nobody's going to recognize." And so that's why she said, "Give me your belt."
Yeah, she sure does. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then also,
that's the way
why don't you have the numbers at least match?
Dude, we can pick apart this writing.
It's pretty damn easy.
They probably had somebody with the horses, and
Yeah, we spent 2 hours and 46 minutes doing it tonight.
And then the episode ends on a close up of that. What's his name?
Sir Ruxton.
Ruxton's face.
Yeah.
That's how they end the episode.
So, worst episode so far?
For me, yeah.
I think I agree. I think it's tied with 2. 2 is the one where Damon sees Rhaena and Sheep Stealer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's tied with 2 because I'm still so angry about that. But this is bad. And again, we've got a huge editing problem where I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I could tell you exactly how much time passed in Game of Thrones, but it was so much more obvious.
Right.
And so much more clear how much time that, like, whether or not, and then that everything was kind of happening at the same time. In this, things have got to be happening at different times.
Yeah.
Because again, Ruxton cannot travel 200 plus miles in 9.5 hours. Unless they're hiding an F-16 somewhere.
Or he went on Dragon.
I don't think there's a big enough dragon around to carry all those people.
I'm just saying. But I get it. I can't defend this one. I was disappointed in a lot of the scenes in this one that I didn't like it from the get-go. I didn't like Kristen Cole's scene. I thought that was weak.
Yeah.
And it just kind of got worse. The Hugh the Hammer, him arguing with his wife. I hated that.
Yeah. I get that the story that Fire and Blood is different narrators and different perspectives and all this stuff, and that you're not really supposed to trust any of them. Yeah. But when I read that, granted, again, and same for you, it's been 5 or 6 years, but it's just so much better. Like, even if you were to kind of just take it and go, okay, I'm only going to listen to Mushroom and go through and read just Mushroom's tidbits, it's just a better story.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to being here next Monday night complaining about how they handled Templeton.
I hope next week is a big improvement. They better speed it up because they're out of time.
Yeah. Well, the entirety of Templeton needs to happen on Sunday. And then honestly, they're at the point where they either need to kill Rhaenyra at the end of this season or the very beginning of next season. I
think I'm sure they have plans to do whatever. I just feel like if anything, right now they're probably afraid to kill Rhaenyra.
Well, so the thing that sucks
people will
is
stop watching. They'll just be like,
so Rhaenyra basically dies because of a uprising in the capital.
Right.
Okay, that's basically what happens.
Yeah, but Aegon's got to come.
Not enough. There has not been enough stuff to cause an uprising.
Right.
We also have like Sean just said. We also have the Battle of the God's Eye as well.
Yeah. And I think, the people are getting restless, right? The gold cloaks are gone. The people have been petitioning.
It's clear.
Getting restless.
Yeah.
But you got to have Aegon come back with some fire.
Which I think I think we're going to see the beginning of that next episode. I think in between Templeton, we're supposed to get a really awesome scene with Aegon in the next episode. That's what I'm looking for. I've been waiting for this scene for a while because I really like Tom Glenn Chasen or whatever his last name is. I think he's been one of the highlights of this show.
Yeah, we haven't had the greatest scenes with him this season. They've been kind of dry.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I think what they did is they filmed all this stuff and then they realized we have 8 episodes. Only 2 of them are actually good. We need to recut this entire show and move everything around so that everyone can have a moment throughout every episode. Well, Lee,
we'll see.
I guess I'll see you Monday night.
Thanks for having me on. I got a big. Can I promote my stream?
Absolutely. And if you're really smart, you'll put the links in the chat.
I don't have. Don't you have mods? I don't have that prepared.
I think I have mods, but they're not. I don't think they're in the stream right now.
All right. Then hold on. I'll put a link to my channel. So I have been restoring a 1972 Harley Davidson motorcycle. The thing's older than I am. And I've been doing a few live streams and it seems like people really like it. So
they're quite good.
Tomorrow night I'm going to be back in the workshop and we made a lot of improvements on the bike. We're getting things tied up with it, and I'm working on swapping out the carburetor tomorrow night. We're getting a few more streams away from trying to start this bike up. So if you're interested in anything like that, can I drop it in the chat? Will it work? I don't know if I'm even a mod. Am I?
I think so.
Nope. No, I'm not. That's all right. So yeah, check that out. It'll be tomorrow, probably around 8 o'clock.
Gentleman's Lounge, right?
Yeah, I dropped the link to the Gentleman's Lounge in the chat, but there you go. You got it. You have the actual link. Since I'm not a mod, it just showed up as text. So, since I don't have a wrench, I'm waiting for the wrench. Like, are you gonna give me one?
Well, I had to go into a different. I gotta go into the actual stream.
Oh man. Wicked's got a wrench.
Wicked pops into my stream, so I've been able to actually.
Dude, I'm on your stream.
I need you to say something in the chat.
I did.
No, it didn't pop into the chat.
Do you want the Gentleman's Lounge?
I just whichever channel you want to be able to.
It's right there. It's right above you.
Lee, I need you to type something in the chat. There you go.
I have a
so yeah, I have to actually do it on YouTube.
Oh, so you didn't have the previous chat?
No, because so you posted a link. So since you're not a mod, the message doesn't actually go through.
Got it. Got it. Anyway, so yeah, the Gentleman's Lounge is the channel that I do my live streams from. I'll be working on that motorcycle. It's really cool. It's been in the family. My wife's grandfather's bike that he got many years ago, and it's been passed down. So I'm just trying to do some restoration work on it and get it back on the road. She's retired from daily riding, but I will be taking her out on the weekends and maybe going to a few local shows here and there. So pretty cool stuff if we can get it back.
It looks incredible. I was watching a little bit the other day. It's when you cranked it and the oil shot out, it was pretty fun.
Yeah. That's an old shovel head, man. They do that. But yeah, check it out. I'd appreciate it if you could jump over there. And if you're interested in that stuff, give my channel a follow.
It's worth a watch, guys. I promise you.
So,
well, appreciate you, thanks for being here, man. I know we've just been crapping on it, but it is kind of fun to kind of escape a little bit and into that world, even though they're not doing a very good job. But we're all just sitting here waiting for next winter or next January, February for kind of the Seven Kingdoms season 2.
I hope they keep that going.
Me too.
Like as good as that first season was.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's some people that are saying that it looks like it's going to be bad because they hired the black guy to be the Knight of Dirt or whatever, the hedge knight that has something to do with dirt. I can't remember what it is right now. It's been a while since I've read that story. I just think that's a silly thing to yell about at this moment. Yell about it if he ends up doing a bad job. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But guys,
and I haven't read any of those, so watching the show, that it was cool. It's cool to experience it like that.
You definitely should read them. He's got outlines, April. He does not have written stories. So he also gave Dan and Dave an outline, and we know how that turned out. Guys, peace out. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully for some Literally Speaking. And then XCast on Friday. We should have one. Y'all have a great night.
We out.